Before we start our lesson, let's put ourselves in the presence of the Lord.
Please bow your heads and let us pray. Dear Jesus, please show me how to spend this day sharing your love in every way. Help me to be kind to everyone, to play and laugh and have lots of fun, shining your light and giving your grace, sharing your joy with a smile on my face. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here. Ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
Hello children! How do you feel right now? Draw the face based on how you feel. If you're scared, happy, sad, angry, excited, or worried.
Good morning! I'm Aurora Marantan, your Math 6 teacher today. Our topic for today is about describe the meaning of probability such as 50% chance of rain and 1 in a million chance of winning.
Let's have a drill. I have a situation. You're going to answer it in your drill board. There are 3 ways we can write the ratio: in word, in colon, and in fraction. And let's check your answer afterwards. Let's review. Read the situation and answer the question by illustrating.
Jersey has 3 shirts and 2 pairs of pants. How many different outfits can she possibly wear? So grade 6, you're going to illustrate your answer. So let's find the answer. So the answer is there are 6 different outfits that Jersey can wear for the 3 shirts and 2 pants.
What can you see in the picture? If you see father and son, you're correct. Do you know how to play chess? Why are they playing? They play chess for fun, for family bonding, and to develop their critical thinking. If that is your answer, good job! Do you know that the chessboard is made of 64 squares, 32 dark squares, and 32 light squares? The squares horizontally are called ranks. It has 8 ranks. The squares vertically are called files. The files name A to H.
A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, G1, H1, A2, B2,
What do you call the squares horizontally? The squares horizontally are called ranks. If that is your answer, very good, children. What do you call the squares vertically? The squares vertically are called files. The files name A to H. How many A squares are there on the chessboard? There are 8 A squares on the chessboard. If that is your answer, very good. Do you know the possible outcomes and description of probability of A squares in a chessboard? To answer the question, we need to know the concept of probability. So, let us watch a video about probability. Before we are going to watch, let us read first the standard for watching video. The standard for watching. Number 1, keep quiet. Number 2, take away all the destructive stuff. Number 3, listen and understand what is in the video. Number 4, take down notes of the important details. And number 5, get ready for the discussion.
The number of ways an event can happen divided by the total number of outcomes gives a fraction. And that's what we mean by probability. One means total certainty, naught's impossibility, and the chance of anything happening lies in between. And that's what we mean by probability. Toss a coin and there's an even chance of getting heads, but there's also half a chance of getting tails instead. If the probability is greater than 50-50, then the likelihood of an outcome's looking good. And that's what we mean by probability. When you throw a single die, no matter what you pick, the chance of getting any number's only 1 in 6. And that's what we mean by probability. And that's what we mean by probability.
What is the probability? Probability is used to describe how likely or unlikely it is that something will happen. Probability may be given in fraction, decimal, or percent.
Grade 6, kindly look the number line or the line segment. The value of probability is start with 0 to 1. It may be given in fraction, decimal, or percent. 0 in probability means impossible to happen, while 1 or 100% is certain to happen, while 1/2 or 0.5 or 50% is as likely as unlikely to happen. Between 0% or 0 to 1/2 or 0.5 or 50% is unlikely to happen, while between 1/2 to 1 or 100% means likely to happen. Let's go back to question number 4. The possible outcomes and description of probability of A squares in a chessboard is 8 over 64 or 1 over 8 because there are 8 A squares in the chess and there are 64 squares in a chessboard. 8 over 64 or 1 over 8, it is unlikely to happen. What is the formula in getting the probability? Probability or P is equals to favorable outcome divided by possible outcome. 8 is the favorable outcome because there are 8 A squares. 64 is the possible outcome because there are 64 squares in a chessboard. The description of probability 8 over 64 or 1 over 8 is unlikely to happen. Remember, at the beginning of the game, the pieces are arranged as shown in the chessboard. For each side, 1 king, 1 queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 2 knights, and 8 pawns. Popular mnemonics used to remember the setup are queen on her own color and white on right. The latter refers to setting up the board so that the square closest to its player's right is white. We are going to have a practice. Directions. Observe the black pieces and then complete the table. Write and describe the probability of choosing of each object. Let's check your answer. Number 1, king. The probability of outcomes is 1 out of 16 because there is only 1 king out of 16 black pieces. The description is unlikely. Number 2, queen. The same with the king. There is only 1 queen, so the probability outcomes is 1 out of 16. The description, unlikely. Number 3, bishop. The probability of outcomes is 2 out of 16 or 1 over 8. There are 2 bishops out of 16 black pieces. The description, unlikely. Number 4, pawn. Probability of outcomes is 8 out of 16 because there are 8 pawns out of 16 black pieces or 1 over 2 or 1/2. The description, as likely as unlikely. And the number 5, joker. There is no joker, so the probability of outcomes is 0 out of 16. The description, impossible to happen. I give you another example. Suppose that I have 4 holland here. 1 yellow, 2 red, and 1 blue. What is the probability of picking yellow?
Since there is only 1 yellow, 1 is the favorable outcome. Divided by 4 possible outcomes because there are 4 holland. The chance that you can pick the red holland is 1 over 4 or 25%. or unlikely to happen. What is the probability in picking red Holland or marble? There are 2 red Holland. 2 are the favorable outcome, divided by 4 possible outcome because there are 4 Holland. The chance that you can pick the red Holland is 2/4 or reduced to lowest term. So, 1/2 or 50% or as likely as unlikely to happen. What is the chance in picking red and blue Holland or marble? There are 3 Holland that are not yellow. 3 are the favorable outcome, divided by 4 possible outcome because there are 4 Holland. The chances that you cannot pick the yellow Holland is 3/4 or 75% or likely to happen. The probability in picking either red, yellow, or blue Holland is 4/4 or 100% or certain to happen.
Last meeting, I divided you already into 3 groups. Before we are going to process your work, let's read group work expectations. G means get along. R, respect others. O, on-task behavior. U, use quiet voices. P, participate. S, stay in your groups. Let's go to the groupings. Group 1, directions. Observe the contents of the box below and then complete the table. Write and describe the probability of choosing its object. Group 2, directions. Answer the following for number 1 to 5. Use the terms from text box. Correctly place them on the probability line segment. Group 3, directions. Find the probability of the drawing. Write in fraction and description of the probability. So, page 6. If you're finished, we're going to check your work.
Oh, we think you're great. We think you're grand. We wanna walk into the sunset, holding your hand. We think you rock, top notch indeed. No matter what it is you do, we always follow your lead, 'cause you are the best. The BEST best, you are the best. Better than all the rest, you are the best. The BEST best, you are the best. Better than all the rest, and you know it.
Had you attended a Christmas party? Why we celebrate Christmas? There are some religions that are not celebrating Christmas. What will you do if your friends did not want to go to the party because they are not celebrating Christmas? Yes, we are going to respect the belief of other religions, just like Christians. We are Christians, that's why we celebrate Christmas. Others, like Muslim and Buddhism, are not celebrating Christmas. I have here a situation. You're going to listen and understand it probably. Alfred is one of the 20 guests at the Christmas party. All the guests were asked to write their names on a card and place it in a box. The cards are shuffled, and one's card is drawn at random to choose a winner for a prize. Since each card is equally likely to be drawn as any other, what is the chance that Alfred will win the prize? Question number 1. Who is one of the guests in the party? Yes, Alfred is one of the guests in the party. Number 2. How many guests were asked to write their names on a card and place it in a box? Very good. There are 20 guests who were asked to write their names on a card and place it in a box. Number 3. What is asked in the problem? Very good.
Number 4. If you were Alfred and won the prize, what will you do? Yes, very good. You can save or use it for your studies, and maybe you can give some money to your family. Number 5. What is the chance that Alfred will win the prize? The chance of Alfred in winning the prize is 1/20. So let's find out. How did we get 1/20 as our answer? 1 is favorable outcome because Alfred is one of the guests in the Christmas party. And 20 is our possible outcome because there are 20 guests in the Christmas party. So the probability that Alfred will win the prize in fraction is 1/20.
1/20 or 5% is between 0% to 50%. The chance that Alfred will win the prize is unlikely to happen.
To remember our lesson, let us sing the song about probability.
The number of ways an event can happen divided by the total number of outcomes gives a fraction. And that's what we mean by probability. One means total certainty, naught's impossibility, and the chance of anything happening lies in between. And that's what we mean by probability. Toss a coin and there's an even chance of getting heads, but there's also half a chance of getting tails instead. If the probability is greater than 50-50, then the likelihood of an outcome's looking good. And that's what we mean by probability. When you throw a single die, no matter what you pick. The chance of getting any number's only 1 in 6. And that's what we mean by probability. And that's what we mean by probability.
Remember, in getting the probability, 0 means impossible to happen. Between 0 to 1/2 means unlikely to happen. 1/2 or 0.5 or 50% means as likely as unlikely to happen. Between 1/2 to 1 or 100% means likely to happen. 1 or 100% means certain.
Are you familiar with the game Ka Na Ba? Hosted by Chris Aquino? These are the mechanics of the game. Number 1. Form 2 teams having equal number of members. The leader of the team will decide and write the answers on the drill board. Write only the description of the probability. 0 means impossible. Between 0 to 1/2 means unlikely. 1/2 means as likely as unlikely. Between 1/2 to 1 is likely. 1 or 100% is certain. Number 2, output of each team will be presented on the drill board. Number 3, if the music will end, each team will show their answers. Together with the teacher, processes the responses of teams. Are you ready? Game ka na ba? 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 Directions. Find the probability of the spinner at the right stopping on each of the following. Write impossible, unlikely, as likely as unlikely, likely, or certain on your notebook.
Thank you for watching. Bye!